Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week, and this week we're in Brownwood, where we are feeling pretty good. And you never want to say, I wish I would, because we're at Underwood's. When driving through the little big town of Brownwood, it's hard to miss the old cowboy calling people to the table at Underwood's. And if you take a few minutes to see what all the fuss is about at this fine establishment that's been around since 1946, you'll be happy you heard the imaginary ringing of that bell.
One of our favorite places in the state of Texas, maybe anywhere to eat.
It's just really, really good. It's been one of my favorite places to eat all of my life.
I don't think they can imagine a Brownwood without it.
Paul Underwood is part of the third generation of Underwoods to make sure the family name is honored at the beloved food joint. I'm sure your favorite singer is Carrie.
Yeah, Cousin Carrie, love her.
See anything you like today.
His brother Leo completes the dynamic duo that's been in charge of the family business since their father retired. But this wasn't their first career choice when both boys went off to Baylor.
I wasn't going to do it. I was going to be a banker, stockbroker, something highfalutin like that. But when I got to Baylor, whenever I'd meet somebody at Baylor, they'd say, and I'd tell them I'm from Brownwood. It was like, oh, that barbecue place, that Underwood's. When I realized that, I just felt like I'd be a fool to pass up that kind of opportunity. Once I had that epiphany, it wasn't a dilemma at all.
I always grew up for a love of our food, but I didn't want to come home smelling like barbecue every day,
What's wrong with smelling like barbecue when you got home at night?
I don't know. Ask my wife. Take a shower,
Eventually, Leo and Paul found themselves back in Brownwood and have been proudly passing on the tradition of this unique sort of barbecue that comes with a crazy amount of sides. So you're telling me I can go down there and get as many and as much of those sides as I want?
You get your meat item, you can get any and all the vegetables you like.
The hungry guys that come in, it's like, wait, I can get whatever I want, the rest, so.
Considering the meal we're about to amass, why waste any time adding to my waistline?
Welcome to Underwood's.
Hey, glad to be here.
You'll notice everything on our menu we describe as a dinner. That implies you select whatever meat item you like. This is our sliced barbecue beef steak right here. It's our #1 seller, very lean, very tender. We have St. Louis style spare ribs here, chicken fried steak. We have a barbecue chicken and a roast chicken. We have a mild German sausage and a spicy jalapeno cheese sausage, and Mama Underwood's fried chicken.
Now I gotta admit, I've never seen beef that looks like that. That's very unique.
You won't ever see beef that looks like that. From a shoulder cut, very lean, very tender. It's our #1 seller. Outsells everything else 3-1 here.
Well, we definitely gotta do that. Let's do that, ribs. And then since Mama Underwood's chicken is so famous, we gotta do one piece of that.
There you go.
So I take the meat and then I'm free to go.
You are released.
All right, to the sides.
To forage.
After gathering up as many sides as humanly possible, are people allowed to get 2 trays? You frown upon that here at Underwood's?
Yeah, you can get it all on one tray.
Okay, I'm
It'll
doing
fit.
my best. I made my way down the line to the rolls that always get a warm reception. Oh, that smell.
The rolls are to die for.
Those are the best rolls.
My dad couldn't keep up with the demand for those hot rolls, people getting them, down the cafeteria line. So he'd have to catch up. We'd be out of rolls, so he'd have to catch up with people, and I'll bring some out to your table. That wasn't any intention kind of deal, but now people, they've started really loving it. Oh, I love it when you bring those hot rolls right out of the oven to our table.
These really good rolls are so revered that whenever a fresh batch comes out of the oven, there's a light, letting those needing another to be on the lookout.
Well, if I'd known that, I'd probably be knocking people down.
People just sitting at the chairs going, turn green, turn green,
Yeah.
turn green.
Yeah.
Oh, here come the rolls. Well, we are locked and loaded down for a big old lunch. Beginning with the beef is truly the only way to go. It's like a barbecue steak. Tender. Like you could literally just roll your tongue around and it would come apart. You know I had to test that theory.
Beef steaks are flying off the shelf today.
That beef steak is like beefcake.
I've tried to make it at home. It's very, can't do it.
Mama Underwood's fried chicken. Let's see if they hear this crunch all the way up to Abilene.
Real tasty.
That is some of the moistest chicken I've ever had.
The food is the best. I mean, you just can't get better food than this.
Next up, some ribs. I had ribs for lunch. Look at that. Can you get it any cleaner? Falls right off and pulls apart.
That is amazing.
And finally, the rolls.
There's Pillow Soft, and then there's the level below that, and that's what this is. Oh my gosh, that smell, doughy, yeasty, yummy.
Just a little piece of heaven.
These might just be the best rolls in the whole republic.
You can brag about, you've been in business over 70 years, and you can brag about that, but nobody cares. Ultimately, if you're not good that day, nobody cares how long you've been in business.
If you have to go a little out of the way, it's worthwhile to come to Underwood's.
One of a kind. So every Texan should experience Underwood's.
Well, if you're looking for the best beefsteak between Brownfield and Brownsville, a stop at Underwood's and Brownwood is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
This is Texas. This is Texas food, and that's just the way it is.